And that means it's 702 Unplugged.
It is 702 Unplugged time because it is a Friday and I'm so excited because in studio they're going to be performing for us in a little bit. We're joined by father-daughter singing duo Adrian and Emma Jean, and I thought to myself, wow, what an exciting thing that we have this duo. We see some videos online, especially over the past 2 years. Lots of families were singing together, but you guys are actually doing it professionally. Welcome to the show, Adrian and Emma Jean.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining me. So, Adrian, let me start with you.
Yeah.
I mean, when did this thing start out that you just started doing it together before you even considered going out professionally?
Well, basically it happened in April 2020. As soon as we hit lockdown, we were all put in lockdown, and it was actually on Easter Sunday we decided, because we couldn't see our family and friends, that we would just put a song out to everybody that we knew. We put the prayer out, which we're going to sing today, and it went viral on social media. We just put it on WhatsApp and our own Facebook pages, and the thing went crazy. So from there we suddenly realized, well, you know, people want to hear our music. So we then decided to set up a Facebook page, an Instagram account, and YouTube channel. And from there, we've just been producing content, and it's been growing ever since. So it was crazy. Yeah.
And then for you, Emma Jean, when did you discover that you can sing?
Well, I wouldn't say I really discovered it. I just kind of sang over the years. I've been singing since I can't even remember.
Yeah.
So at every gig my dad used to do when I was little, I sometimes used to sing with my brother sometimes, and I would dance and stuff. So I've technically been singing since I can't even remember, since I was like 2. But my first ever solo performance, I was 6 at church, and I sang I See the Light from Tangled.
So what genre of music? I mean, when you think about the prayer, I mean, that is a big song. Is that the type of music that you listen to, that you always sort of saw yourself singing? Because other, young ladies your age might be looking at Ariana Grande, for example.
Yeah. Well, I never really saw myself actually singing with my dad. I kind of just did it as a little hobby, and then as my dad just said, we went viral a few years ago in 2020. But I kind of I never thought I'd be singing classical music, although we do sing. I like to say rainbow sprinkles, because we sing a lot of different genres.
Yes.
But I think our favorite genre is classical music. So I've never really seen myself singing classical music, but it really is my thing, and I am really enjoying it. So yeah.
And I mean, as a vocalist, Dad, you would know is that is one of the musical genres that requires the most vocal control, and it's a little bit limiting in the sense that the music is quite straightforward. Yeah. It's not like you're taking on a Whitney Houston song that you can be doing all these millions of raves.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, when I first heard her when she was really young, the voice just seemed to go in that direction. She just has this classical tone to the voice. But in saying that, she's actually very versatile. So she loves to sing, give Whitney Houston songs a go. You know, I'm always reluctant to hear people sing Whitney Houston because she's so brilliant. You should kind of avoid it. But she loves the pop stuff and the R&B and all that kind of stuff as well. And I think when you've had a degree of kind of classical experience, it does allow you the ability to actually go into other genres and give it a go, because you've got the breath control and the body control. So the control you mentioned earlier does allow you to kind of cross-pollinate genres, so to speak. Yeah.
And I mean, tell us a little bit about your musical background, and for her to say she used to watch you performing when she was small.
Well, I've been singing the same as her since I was a little boy. Sang in church choirs, and then I went to a school that really encouraged singing, so I was in the choir there. So a lot of choir singing, and then developed kind of a solo voice. I was a soloist as a little boy, and then when my voice broke over the years, I started singing more solo stuff, and then I really loved it, and I went into drama at Wits Drama School, and I studied musical theatre stuff there, and then I got into the musical theatre scene, and it was a lovely time for me. But it's a very difficult industry, and so it's difficult to make ends meet. So I kind of got out of it for many years. I'd sing at the odd gig here and there. I'm classically trained, so that helped. So, it was like a year's out of it, and then till this one came along, and she actually said, "Dad, let's get going again. Let's start singing. We're in lockdown. There's nothing to do. So she pulled me back into the singing that I'd gotten out of for so many years. So I owe a lot to her for this, that we're sitting here right now and actually doing this journey, you know.
So who calls who out when somebody sings a bum note? It you?
I would say it's definitely me. I even call myself out. But mostly it's not a bum note so much, it's more the wrong words. My dad is so terrible with words.
Dad, I see you. I know your type, hey, the one singing the wrong lyrics.
Yeah, you know.
You need to get on him on that. Because when you're singing if you're singing alone, you can get away with wrong lyrics. But when we're together and the guilty party never looks guilty, the one singing the right notes always looks like they're doing the wrong thing.
Absolutely. Yeah, except that, I'm pretty good at disguising my dodgy lyrics. But then she looks at me like, she gives the show up, so yeah, when you get older, those lyrics will become a problem.
So what are you performing for us today?
So we're going to be performing 3 songs from our album Just Duet that we recorded last year. We're going to be singing The Prayer, A Moment of Your Time, which has a beautiful backstory, and Hallelujah.
Oh, I'm so looking forward to this, but you have to say why that particular song selection.
Well, I think the prayer, obviously, we started off our whole journey with the prayer, so we thought it might be appropriate to sing it and just let everyone know how we all started and how our journey began. A Moment of Your Time is a song that my dad wrote, and he knows the whole story behind it.
Yeah.
And
Dad must tell us.
Okay, well,
yes.
well, yeah, we many years ago we were working with a young man because we were also in the fitness industry and we were running a gym, and some young chap came up, and he was a delightful young man, and he actually did some work for us, just part-time work, and we started talking to him, and he told us that he was an orphan and he had lost his parents, and he was kind of being raised by his gran, but basically raised himself. And he was a young man who put himself through school. He was going to go to university, and it was just such a touching story. I just decided I want to write a song about him, and my brother Ashley wrote the lyrics, and I wrote the tune, and it's called A Moment of Your Time, and it's the journey of a boy that started with nothing, that had no expectation, and ended up being a successful man. Kind of.
So this is a full-on musical family.
Yeah, my brother does. He also sings and he writes beautiful lyrics. Yeah, so some of my original stuff, he does the lyrics for me, which is really cool.
And the third song that you mentioned, Hallelujah.
Yes, the third song we're going to do is Hallelujah. Simply because, especially me, I've been singing this song since I was so small. I've always listened to the song. I've loved this song, and we only really started to consider doing it halfway through our journey, because I don't know, I think we kind of just felt like maybe we should leave it for a little bit, and then we did it, and it sounds so beautiful. The arranger that did it was also amazing, and our producer that helped us with our album, he helped us arrange the whole thing of it, and so I think Hallelujah is just such a beautiful song.
People know it, and it's a lovely song, and we like the arrangement of it. So,
there we go. As soon as we come back, you'll get to hear Adrian and Emma Jean live on 702 Unplugged.
Plugged on 702.
If you would like to log in on our YouTube channel, alternatively, you can head over to the Facebook page 702. You will get an opportunity to stream live exactly what is happening in studio. It is so exciting. Adrian and Emma Jean live.
I pray you'll be alright and watch us where we go and help us to be wise in times when we don't know. Let this be our prayer when we lose our way. Lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, to a place where we'll be safe. Sogniamo un mondo senza più violenza, un mondo di giustizia e di speranza. Ognuno arriva, morre vicino, simbolo di pace, di fraternità. La forza che ci dai, we ask that life become il desiderio che and watch us from above. Ognuno clamiamo, we hope it's all we'll find. Intorno dentro sé, another soul to love. Let this be our prayer. Let this be our prayer. Just like every child. Just like every child needs to find a place. Guide us with your grace. Give us faith so we'll be safe. E la fede che hai acceso a noi, sento che ci salverà.
702 Unplugged.
Don't miss a beat.
Only
this is another troublesome youth. He says, please, sir, help me before it's too late. Guide and show me I too can be great. I have no one, get no love for a time. Please get to know me, give a moment of your time.
You are a man now. I wondered where you'd gone. I'm sure I saw you in the park with your son. Not on a park bench, but playing with your boy.
A proud and smart man, laughing and shouting with joy. He says, please, sir, help me before it's too late.
Guide and show me I too can be great.
I have no one, get no love from a dime. Please get to know me, give a moment of your time. He says, please, sir, help me before it's too late. Guide and show me I too can be great. I have no one, get no love from a dime. Please get to know me, give a moment of your time. Please get to know me, give a moment of your time.
Move, dance
Sing along. This is Unplugged.
on 702.
Want to go again?
I've heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do you? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor falls and the major lifts. The baffled king composing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Her faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof. Her beauty in the moonlight overthrew you.
She tied you to a kitchen chair. She broke your throne and she cut your hair. From your lips she drew the hallelujah.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Baby, I've been here before. I've seen this room and I've walked this floor. I used to live alone before I knew you. your flag on the marble arch. Love is not a victory march. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. 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 Maybe there's a God above, but all I've ever learned from love was how to shoot somebody who outdrew you. And it's not a cry that you hear at night. It's not somebody who's seen the light. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
Adrian and Emma Jean live on 702 Unplugged, singing their exceptional music and performing for us. Of course, you can find them on social media. They have a stellar following, and they are extremely talented. We really have been so lucky to have them performing live for us in studio. And I have to say, some of the WhatsApps, one says, such beautiful voices. Wow, we just got home with the kids and we refused to get out of the car. May God continue to bless you both. Lots of love. Beverly from Hyde Park. Another person says, we're chilling outside the gym listening to Adrian and Emma Jean singing on 702. Her voice is so angelic. I think from myself, Emma Jean, you have exceptional voice control, and I hope as you grow into your voice that you protect those chords, but you have stellar control, and you are just wonderful. Dad, well done for the genes for the genes,
so much.
but also for continuing this going, because it's just such it's a goosebump moment.
Thank you.
And I get what you were saying about the arrangement of the hallelujah. It really is some goosebump moments that you had with those harmonies and the way your voices blend. Absolutely beautiful. And to all of you that have been with us the whole week on 702 Afternoons, it's just after 3 o'clock.
It's not something you forget. The soft